Good morning, everybody. This is another recording from my L2 class at the FLSH in Malouse. I'm going to read the fourth extract, the second one for week 2. So basically, we're looking at Act 1, Scene 2. No, sorry, Act 2, Scene 1. Let's get it right. Starting at line 60. This completes your work for the second week of term, which was obviously last week. So it would have given you time to have looked over it and read it yourselves. So here we go. These are the fairies now. We've met the lovers, the mechanicals, and now we're meeting the fairies. I'm not going to read the whole scene, it's a bit too long, but obviously I'd want you to read it, the whole thing. So I'm going to start reading at line 60 and go on till the end. Oberon. Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania. Titania. What? Jealous Oberon. Fairies. Skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company. Oberon. Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord? Titania. Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farther steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity? Oberon. How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Periguna, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa? Titania. These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer's spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy travels thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fattened with the murrian flock. The 9 men's morris is filled up with mud, and the quaint mazes and the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with hymn or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound, and thorough this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and old Heim's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds, is, as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the chiding autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original. Oberon. Do you mend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her, Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman. Titania. Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the wanton wind, the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him. Oberon. How long within this wood intend you stay? Titania. Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts. Oberon. Give me that boy, and I will go with thee. Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay. Oberon. Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music. Puck. I remember. Oberon. That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts, but I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. In maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower. The herb I showed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid, will make, or man or woman, madly dote upon the next live creature it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou there again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league. Puck. I'll put a girdle round the earth in 40 minutes. Oberon. Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing when she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference. Okay, it's a little bit of a long scene here. I've probably gone over a bit that I gave to, I think we said we'd stop line 145. So here is the meeting then between Oberon and Titania. As you can see, they are in complete discord, complete dispute over a changeling boy. This little boy was born to one of Titania's troop of fairies, who the mother then died, and she keeps the boy. Oberon wants this boy and is prepared to do anything to get hold of him. Because of this dissension, and this is not the only apple of discord, of course, we learn about the interaction between Oberon and Hippolyta. They've been lovers, as also Theseus and Titania. Remember that Hippolyta and Theseus are mythological figures, so it's not strange that they do interact with the fairy world. And we have this wonderful panorama, we call it, from about line 83 to We Are Their Parents and Original, 117, which describes the world in complete disarray. The seasons alter. Nobody knows what is going on. You might think that this is climate change, but possibly Shakespeare was a little bit forward of his time. And this wonderful description from lines, say, 80, 82 onwards. These are the forges of jealousy. And you have all the seasons, all the natural world, the animals, the people, references to the cosmos, obviously, in a description of the world completely topsy-turvy. That's a phrase that Shakespeare likes to use. Topsy-turvy means there's a complete inversion of the natural order. The people feel abandoned. There is no mention of religion, of course, because Shakespeare kept well away from that for very, very good reasons. So the moon and the stars, the sun, the mythological gods and figures are called upon here to explain the anger felt by the natural world at the fairies' dissension. So the dispute is not nearly ended between the two of them. This will cause great discord, and this will be a reflection of what will happen in the other two circles of the mechanicals and the lovers. So again, go through this chapter, this scene, read it very carefully. It takes a lot of reading, and there's a lot of references, but you have time to do that. And look at how this natural world, this discord has come about, the reasons for it, and the possible remedy, the possible solutions that are explored by the two main characters. It's mostly between Oberon and Titania. I carried on reading a little bit further than what I set you, but we'll stop at line 145. We shall chide down right if I longer stay. Okay? Enjoy then. Take care. Bye-bye.